Hello everyone, my name is Alana. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like. Up. It's possible that young Sheldon Season 6 subtly sets up George's cheating scandal by bringing back a well-known character. One of, if not the most anticipated plotlines on the Big Bang Theory prequel has been the Cooper patriarch's infidelity plotline. The possibility that George and Brenda Sparks could have an affair was raised in young Sheldon Season 4, but in Season 6, their mutual attraction vanished as George resumed his relationship with Mary. Young Sheldon Season 6 may have simply quietly set the stage for George's affair, which is still imminent even though the Cooper parents' marriage appears to be improving. Young Sheldon Season 6, Episode 9, College Dropouts and the Medford Miracle, will mark the return of the Big Bang Theory spin-off after its mandated hiatus. Sheldon's endeavor to develop a grant database, which has grown so complex that he is considering quitting, will be the main focus of the excursion. However, the family comedy will also address George's return to coaching the football team at Medford High School, which may ultimately be the cause of his eventual infidelity. Pastor Rob's comeback is a part of George's storyline in the Young Sheldon Season 6 winter premiere. The football coaching staff enlists him to assist raise player morale. George is naturally astonished and upset about this idea because he is not aware of it. Making him spend time with the man Mary is emotionally involved with on young Sheldon may exacerbate his insecurities, and as a result, may be the impetus behind George's long-running cheating scandal. Sheldon's parents' marriage has finally been repaired, but it is still very shaky, and all of their hard work to rekindle their romance could be undone by Pastor Rob's reappearance. George's marriage has already been affected by Pastor Rob. Mary's husband is aware that she is in love with her ex-coworker, even if she makes an effort to conceal it. They were successfully kept apart by Mary's dismissal from the church, which allowed her to return her concentration to her family. However, the one thing that George could genuinely claim as his own is his thunder at work, which Pastor Rob is now taking. This can exacerbate his feelings of insecurity toward Mary's former coworker and drive him to look for approval from another woman. Young Sheldon implies that it is difficult for George to cheat. Sheldon is seen entering a room after knocking on doors. His claim that he broke in on his father having sex with another woman is therefore questionable. Unfortunately, given how important the contentious plot line is to Sheldon's personal growth, this does not imply that CBS is abandoning it. But more than that, if the family comedy on young Sheldon continues after the impending affair, it will fundamentally alter the Coopers' lives. George is going to pass away suddenly a year after Sheldon discovers his infidelity, leaving the family without a patriarch. Hold on to your seats, young Sheldon fans, because Season 6 just dropped one of the most jaw-dropping and shocking twists the series has ever seen. It's official. Young Sheldon has subtly, but undeniably, set the stage for a future scandal that will rock the Cooper family to its very core. Yes, you read that right. George Cooper, the lovable, hard-working father of Sheldon and Missy, is heading toward a cheating scandal, and if the clues we've been given so far are anything to go by, it's going to be explosive. For years, fans have followed the lovable Cooper family, celebrating their highs and commiserating with their lows. George, despite his somewhat gruff demeanor and his relationship struggles, has been one of the more stable pillars in the family. However, in a shocking series of events, young Sheldon has quietly and cleverly dropped major hints that George's marriage to Mary is on the brink of disaster. The catch? It's all been set up right under our noses, and no one saw it coming. Let's rewind for a second and look at the seemingly innocent moments from Season 6 that are now raising major red flags. From casual conversations to fleeting moments of tension, young Sheldon has laid a subtle yet deliberate groundwork for what could be a scandal of epic proportions. Here's the breakdown. Throughout the season, there's been an increasing sense of distance between George and Mary. Their interactions, which were once full of love and laughter, have become strained. George is often seen retreating into his own world, whether it's focusing on work or spending time with his friends. Meanwhile, Mary, though still fiercely protective of her family, who has already shown signs of growing up and becoming more attuned to her family's complexities, will likely play a pivotal role in how the family navigates the aftermath. With her sharp wit and growing maturity, Missy could become the glue that holds the family together during one of their most challenging times. Up until this point, young Sheldon has largely focused on the comedic aspects of Sheldon's genius and the quirky dynamics of the Cooper family. However, with the introduction of this affair subplot, the tone of the show seems to be shifting. Young Sheldon is setting the stage for a more dramatic and emotional exploration of family, trust, and betrayal. This new direction could be exactly what the show needs to take its storytelling to new heights and further develop the characters we've come to love. As we await the next episodes, fans are already predicting what will happen next. Will George be caught red-handed? Will Mary confront him? Or will she discover the truth in a more devastating way? Will the family be able to survive the scandal, or will it tear them apart for good? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Young Sheldon just set the stage for one of the biggest, most emotional storylines the series has ever seen, and we're all in for the ride. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and critical of George's behavior. There's a palpable tension between them that's hard to ignore. These subtle shifts are foreshadowing something bigger, and it's likely that the cracks in their marriage are going to deepen as the season progresses. In episode 7, fans caught a glimpse of George interacting with a woman who wasn't Mary. While the moment seemed innocuous at first, there was something off about the way they talked. They exchanged a few too many glances, and George seemed unusually comfortable around her. Fans have speculated that this woman could be more than just a passing acquaintance, and some are now convinced that this is the beginning of George's infidelity storyline. Could this mysterious woman be the catalyst for the scandal we've all been waiting for? In recent episodes, George has been acting a little too suspicious. He's been spending more time away from home, coming home late with vague explanations for his absences. What's even more telling is the fact that Mary has started to notice these changes, leading to some confrontational moments that have left George flustered and defensive. Is George hiding something, or is he just overwhelmed by the stress of work and family? This behavior is setting the stage for what could very well be the revelation of a deep betrayal. You didn't think the Cooper family would just sit back and let this unfold, did you? As much as Young Sheldon is a show about Sheldon's quirky genius, it's also a family drama at its heart. And just like any family, the Coopers are quick to notice when something's amiss. Sheldon, as usual, is oblivious to the emotional currents running through the family, but Missy? She's sharp as a tack. Throughout Season 6, Missy has been picking up on the subtle hints and growing unease around her home. While she's been preoccupied with her own personal drama, Missy has made a few pointed comments about George's behavior. She's observed the way he's been acting differently, and though she doesn't understand the full picture, there's no doubt she's aware that something isn't right. And while she may not have all the details, it's clear that Missy is growing more concerned about her father's strange actions. This tension is only going to escalate as the season moves forward, leading to a confrontation that will leave fans reeling. Now, let's get to the real heart of the drama, George's potential affair. After all the clues, the shifting dynamics, and the unresolved tension, it seems all but inevitable that George's infidelity will eventually come to light. But how will it all go down? Will Mary catch him in the act? Will Sheldon, ever the innocent observer, somehow stumble upon the truth? And perhaps the biggest question, how will this bombshell affect the entire family? One thing is clear. Young Sheldon is setting up a major emotional roller coaster for the Coopers, and this affair will undoubtedly be at the center of it all. George's indiscretion will likely have far-reaching consequences, not only for his marriage, but for his relationships with his children as well. Sheldon's world will be shattered, Missy will be heartbroken, and Mary will have to grapple with the painful reality of betrayal. The fallout from George's actions is sure to send shockwaves throughout the entire family, and fans will be left wondering how they'll ever recover from such a devastating revelation. With George's affair looming on the horizon, the stakes for the entire Young Sheldon series have been raised dramatically. This scandal will not only change the trajectory of George and Mary's marriage, but could also have lasting effects on the entire family dynamic. Sheldon, who has always looked to his father as a source of guidance, albeit often in a slightly dysfunctional way, will have to come to terms with the reality that his father isn't the infallible figure he once thought he was. The fallout from this scandal could reshape Sheldon's understanding of relationships, loyalty, and trust.